fun in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint.
A consistent threat from outside. Garland looks to fire whenever he can get open from there.
Pass to Sharp. Pulls up. Mobley with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Mitchell outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Simons from outside. Rebounded by Allen. Cleveland's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who would just do a little bit of everything.
For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. And it's Avdia off the drive. Beyond the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
A nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Garland against Simon. Garland the pass to Mobley. Garland with a screen on Avdia. Mobley misses. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Kamare. There's the 3. He's off on that one. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Strus kicks to Garland. Back to Strus. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Trailing by 2. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Cavaliers. Strus's shot is good. Strus has gone 2 of 3 from the field. Garland against Simon. Here's Ayton. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Outside Garland. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 3. 3-pointers, Simon. The putback. The Cavaliers pull it in. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick-and-roll game, and he's improved his distance from 3. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D. Wade with a better jumper.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Now, here's Mobley. Nothing on the board.
Good for a couple of those per game. Garland silky from 3.
The tray. And Simons is good for 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Outside Garland. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. With 1 on the clock. And no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Evan Mobley is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Green, then it's Okoro. And it's Jerome in at point guard. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Jerome. Tries it from 9. The rebound by Grant. Portland leading. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
6 to shoot. Takes the 3. They get it back. Now here's Thibault. Tight defense on him. And stolen by Mobley. Jacks up a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Pass to Kamare. Grant for 3. Green with the rebound. It's Klingon top of the key. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Grant outside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Max Strus comes in for Isaac Okoro. And it's Garland in for Green. Garland with the bucket. Portland trailing here. Anderson looking it over. Grant outside. Williams inside. Working on Hunter. Simons finds 8. Henderson outside. Buries it from three-point range. Henderson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
Pass to Jerome. Mobley, a screen on Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Hunter with it. No scoring in this one. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Williams kicks to Anderson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Mobley.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
So both teams making some changes here. Both free throws good from Henderson. Here's Garland. He's got 8. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half. Stolen by Henderson. And oh, here we go with Henderson. Outside, Avdia. Off target from three-point range. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Took him no time at all on that one. Garland's got 11 points.
This is what he does. Garland's just a natural-born scorer.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
For three, Mitchell. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. They grabbed their own miss. Ayton, the pass to Sharp. Avdia finds Henderson. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Strus against Sharp. Strus passes to Mitchell. Hunter the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Donovan Mitchell hits from deep. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Out to Henderson. He gets it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And Fernie Simons out there with Shaedon Sharp. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Now here's Allen. Still yet to score. Simons against Garland. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Kamare. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Avdia can't hit.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Garland. Back to Strus. Mobley sets the pick for Strus. Now here's Mobley. Shoots over Avdia. Kicks it out to Garland. There's the triple. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside, Avdia. Back to Simons. Avdia finds Ayton. Over Mobley. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Sharp. Strus with a deep 3-point shot. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Pass to Sharp. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Simons, the pass to Sharp. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Kamare. Defended by Strus. Kamare misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now Simons. After the missed 3 from Evan Mobley. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Henderson's checked in. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Cleveland. Garland, no good. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Cavaliers leading. Mobley finds Allen. Back to Mobley. Takes a three. Good on the three-point shot. Mobley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Three-pointer, Simon gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
The wide open look here for Garland. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. On pass to Simons. And so the ball's out of bounds. Henderson touched it last.
What is going on right now?
Both teams will make substitutions. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They lead by 1. The three bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got 9.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Here's Klingon. At the elbow, it's Avdia. Pass to Klingon. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Okay, showing some touch there. Good to see Klingon wanting to expand his offensive repertoire.
Mitchell left side. Another three for Cleveland.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Pass to Okoro. Shoots the three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. For three, Henderson sinks the three-pointer. He's got 8. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 12. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. DeAndre Hunter out there with Wade. Then there's Garland. Then it's Max Strus, and it's Jerome in at the shooting guard position. Portland trailing here. Henderson left side. Bible on the wing. Williams up on top. Covered by Hunter. The score now all even.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things in your own hands. Wade, a screen on Henderson. And here's Garland for three.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
The offensive rebound. Out to Henderson. Pass to Klingon. Shot clock at 6. To take the lead. The Trailblazers rebound. And another shot. Count it, and the foul. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
That's just a great job of finishing by Klingon.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Jared Allen's checked in for Cleveland. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Connects from three-point range. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Now, here's Garland. Bruce in the corner. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Strus has got 6 points in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now, here's Garland. Shoots over Henderson. Garland, no good.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Simons has the open look. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Hunter, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not gonna miss that.
Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Grant. Williams against Garland.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
Williams inside. Swinging with it. Working on Hunter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
For the Cavaliers, Mobley, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. Now, here's Strus. And here's Garland for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Here's Sharp. Here's Avdia. Ayton. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. For 3, Mitchell. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Goodness, save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Mitchell kicks to Strus. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Strus. Will it go? Good! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Kamara. Fires from deep. And it's Sharp missing. And so Allen will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland dishes to Mobley. Back to Garland. From downtown. They get the rebound. Allen for 3. Allen a screen on Avdia.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game.
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3. Morant against Simons. Three-pointer Sharp. Grizzlies with the rebound. On the wing, Bain is covered by Ayton. From deep, Morant sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Pass to Kamari. The 3 ball. The rebound by Jackson.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And the basket by Bain.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA.
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
Morant, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 3 so far. There's Simons with a 3. It's Sharp on the wing. Avdia outside. Pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. That 3's off the mark.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Jackson on the wing. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Avdia with it. He's picked up by Bain. And Avdia with the basket on the assist by Simons.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Morant outside. Buries it from 3. Morant's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Let's go with a 3. They grab their own miss. Outside Bain. Puts up a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the 3. And it's Simons missing. Grizzlies lead by 3. Pass to Edey. Outside Bain. And here's Morant. From the arc. Morant missing again. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Avdia from outside. Memphis with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Jackson surveying the D. Jackson the screen. Payne the pass to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Wells. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Blazers trail by 5. Simons outside. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. The Grizzlies making a switch here. 1:24 left to play in the first. And here's Simons outside. And it's Bain with the rebound. Bain's got his 4th rebound in this one. And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharp, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
Oh, Dama, no good. Now Portland with it, trailing by 5. Pass to Simons. They still need this. Another miss by Simons.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And the basket by Bain.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Memphis leading by 8. And here's Clark for 3. Avdia pulls it in. Grant against Morant. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Here's Aldama. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Matisse Thybulle out there with Henderson. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Portland starting the second. That shot wide open. Aldama's got 6.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Aldama right side. 6 on the shot clock. Pick by Aldama. Here's Pippen. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Kamare. For 3. Here's Klingon. Clark covers. Oh, nice shot by Klingon.
And as a rebounder, Klingon is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, BA. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Memphis leading by 12. Lets it go from deep. Aldama, no good. The Trailblazers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Kamare, that's good.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Memphis has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career. But over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, "I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits," unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. And here's Clark for 3. Second chance shot. Outside Bain. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Henderson. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. Henderson's got 6 in the quarter.
This is when you know Henderson is feeling it, and it's why his guys always encourage him to fire away.
Grant with a steal. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
That's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Pippen, pass to Wells. And again, it's Memphis missing. Blazers trail by 3. And he's going for the oop here. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, BA, and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Thybulle finds Grant. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Quick shooting from Grant. He gets it and takes it. It's just that easy for him sometimes.
It's stolen by Henderson. Here's Williams. Back to Grant. It's intercepted. Here we go, all alone. Here's Wells, got a hand on it.
Yeah, the defensive instincts of Grant kicking in, especially when he sees the chance to block shots.
From deep, Bain. It's rebounded by Grant. And Williams has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a three-point game. Sinks the tray.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. Jackson with a screen on Thibault. Pass to Jackson. From downtown. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Wells. Puts up a deep three. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Memphis ahead. They're up by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. One guy who's been getting it done is Santi Aldama.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the court for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot. Bain, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Edey. Now here's Bain. Stolen by Ayton. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And here's Simons outside. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 5 rebounds in the game. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian. They've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him. How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
Ayton passes to Avdia. To the inside. Outside Sharp for the lead. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Count it, and the foul. It goes on Shaedon Sharp.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
It's tipped. Sharp against Bain. Knocks down the long J. Now it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Simons against Moran. Avdia from outside. Nails it from 3. Avdia's got 6.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Back to Moran. Over to the wing. Pass to Wells. All sorts of time. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. He's got 10.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Sharp finds Avdia. Back to Sharp. Takes it inside. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Bain against Simons. Pass to Jackson. They set a pick. Off target with the three. Blazers trail by 3. Optia from outside. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Morant outside. Knocks it down from distance.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going on, look out.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Kamari. Launches it. The rebound by Jackson. Up top, Morant. He's covered by Simons. And it's Denny Avdia with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Scoot Henderson comes in for Simons. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Aldama's checked in. Back to Morant. Picked by Aldama. Outside Morant, 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Portland with a rebound. Avdia's got rebound number 7 tonight. Morant with it. Henderson picks him up. Pass to Edey. Takes the 3. And again, it's Memphis missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. For the Trailblazers, Klingon, he's checked in for Ayton. Williams comes in for Avdia. And it's Ben in for Kamara. Henderson for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the wing, right side. Wells gets the 3 to fall. Wells has got 13 now.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
He rifled that one in from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Robert Williams. He's out there with Klingon. Henderson out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Rupert in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Pippen, defended by Henderson. Here's Wells. 3-pointer, no good. And Williams has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 9. Pass to Graham. Here's Rupert, guarded by Bain. Fires the 3. And it's Rupert missing. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. And here's Clark for 3. It doesn't go for him. For Portland, they've gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. And the basket by Rupert.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Walker, he's checked in for Williams. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Rupert. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Bain, the pass to Wells. Edey for 3. Drains the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And here's Simons outside. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Memphis has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Outside Bain. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Pass to Pippen. Fires the three. Portland with a rebound. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. On target from range. And now just a three-point Memphis lead.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
Pippen, pass to Wells. Picked by Aldama. Fires for three. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Henderson. And here's Simons. And stolen by Bain. With the teardrop. And yep, it's good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
One other thing I've liked is how assertive they've been on D, swatting a good number of shots away as a result.
On the wing, Simons. Guarded by Bain. And it's Simons missing.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Lets the three fly. And it's Desmond Bain with the three. Bain's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
There's Simons with a three, and the three-pointer goes.
And just a huge answer right there with a three of their own. And the crowd now is in a frenzy.
Aldama, the pass to Wells. Here's Bain. Pass to Edey. Outside Bain. Shoots over Simons. Bain, no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Simons passes to Henderson. Back to Simons. Now Grant. Clock at 6. Walker for three. Pass to Simons. Now Henderson. Here's Klingon. Count it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
And they trust him already in his first year, and Klingon didn't disappoint.
Here's Edey. Here's Wells. They get it back. Here's Pippen, defended by Henderson. Edey for three. Hits a three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
And it's Simons missing. Bain against Simons. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. From deep three-point land. And it's Simons missing.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
So Memphis wins it. Exceptional effort on the road.
anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. Now Allen following the miss by John Morant from deep. Mitchell in the corner, fires the three. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The three-pointer is right on target.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Right side, Garland. Pass to Strus. Good on the three-point shot.
Wow, showing the ability to create for himself and others. Darius Garland, good court awareness.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
He's so deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Allen with the screen for Strus. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Morant with the bucket.
Something that Morant continues to work on. When he's hitting from deep, he is basically unguardable.
Mitchell against Bane. The wide open shot from Strus. Another three for Cleveland.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Morant kicks to Bane. Wells sets the pick for Bane. Out to Morant. Pass to Edey. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Bane. Here's Wells. The offensive rebound. Outside Jackson. Fires the three. Rebound by Mitchell.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant surveying the D. Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. And the foul called on Jarrett Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hunter's checked in for Max Strus. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bane with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Jackson has the open look. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Thompson comes in for Allen. And it's a Okoro in for Evan Mobley. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Clark against Hunter. Now here's Okoro. Defense is right there. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Edey. It's Bane atop the key. 1:24 left in the first quarter. There's the pick. Here's Aldama. A three off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Now Morant, after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. Morant passes to Bane. Clark a screen on Hunter. Bane for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now Okoro. He has yet to score. For the three, Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 5th rebound in this one. Aldama can't hit. Pushing it up. Back to Okoro. Morant outside. Here he goes. Payne for 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game. And Cleveland with another turnover here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Kennard over Green. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Memphis out in front. They lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Isaac Okoro out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Green. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Jerome in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Clock at 6. Here's Mobley.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Strus is checked in. The Grizzlies also making a change. Wells is checked in for Santi Aldama. The Cavaliers trail by 7. It's Strus on the wing. Kennard covering. They get it again. Mobley the pass to Jerome. And here is Strus. Here's the 3. Jerome, good. Jerome's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Hands it from downtown. Kennard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
Here's Hunter. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Jerome passes to Okoro. Here's Jerome. Strus in the corner. Over Clark. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Garland is checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 7. For 3. Mobley kicks to Strus. Knocks down the 3 ball. Strus has got 9.
Yeah, Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Pippen the pass to Payne. Back to Pippen. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
A 3, Hunter, and another 3 for Cleveland.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Shot's good by Pippen.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pippen with the steal. Oh, Oh, and here comes Pippen all alone. And the dunk by Wells.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Jackson setting the pick here for Wells. And he can extend the lead to double digits. Cleveland's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Strus kicks to Garland. Back to Strus. There's the 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Grizzlies have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Mobley outside. Mobley a screen. Jerome. And the rejection by Clark. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Such a wide open look. Wells has got 8 points. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Hunter a 3. He can't get it to go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Wells. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Grizzlies. They finish off the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, Cleveland shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5 down low. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
From deep three-point territory. Kicks it out to Allen. Mitchell outside. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got 5.
Donovan Mitchell is a natural-born scorer, both so much in his bag.
Morant drives in. Bain, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 12. On the wing, Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Mobley, a screen on Bain. Pass to Strus. Mobley sets the pick for Strus. The Grizzlies pull it in. 17 points was their biggest margin. Leaps for it. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Garland left side. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're scoreless since the first half. Jackson passes to Morant. Jackson, a screen on Garland. Here's Morant. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Out to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. He has 6.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Strus's shot is good. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The three from Morant. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Beyond the arc. Bane, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 16. There's Garland. From down in the low post, it goes. Garland's got 5 points so far.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Bane. Out to Morant. They set the pick. Hits it from three-point range. Morant's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Grizzlies. Mitchell passes to Garland. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Garland's got 8 points here in this quarter. And here's Morant. He's got 9. Here's Edey. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Stolen by Garland. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. And slam dunk by Allen.
Well, that's just tremendous length. Exceptional hands, Jared Allen. Nice and easy.
Pass to Edey. And the three off target. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Knocks it loose. Mobley the pass to Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Outside, Bane. Pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. We've got DeAndre Hunter. Also, Max Strus out there. And it's Jerome in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Wells with it. The 3 ball. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And Cleveland making a change here. Okoro's checked in. Hunter, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Payne for 3. Second shot opportunity. Basket counts. Aldama's got his first 2 points.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Wells. They get the rebound. Pippen for 3. And the 3 ball is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Now here's Wells. Defended by Strus. Pass to Wells. 6 to shoot. Bain against Strus. Bain, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now, here's Strus. Back to Okoro. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. Okoro's got 5 points in the quarter.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
Pass to Wells. And it's Pippen in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Allen's checked in for Cleveland. And Memphis also making a switch. Edey's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Garland dishes to Allen. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Pippen. Pass to Wells. Out left to the wing. Pippen feeling it out a bit. And here is Wells. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Outside Garland. And here is Hunter. Guarded by Bain. The wide open look here for Garland. Good on the triple. Garland's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The three-point shot so highly valued.
Bain for 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Cavaliers. Hunter no good. On the wing, Bain. Here's Edey, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Grizzlies.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
Pass to Strus. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. And so here's Memphis. Right side, Pippen. Bain for 3. Traps in the tray. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pippen with it. Garland picks him up. And a wide open look for Bain. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
At the line for Cleveland, Darius Garland. 1 shot.
Kennard for 3. Can't hit that one. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win.
both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. They've got Shaedon Sharpe, Denny Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Kamare in at the 3. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And here comes Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. Mobley on a screen. Garland, the pass to Strus. 4-3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Garland with the ball. Mobley, a screen on Simons. Garland for 3. Avdia pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And he lobs it up top. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Garland against Simons. Pass to Strus. Fires it. Avdia pulls it in.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Ayton. Again, the Trailblazers. Good for 2.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
Allen outside. Pass to Strus. Looking to end the run. And another miss by Cleveland. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Here's Ayton, and he drives in. And Ayton with the stuff.
Ayton at 7 feet tall does have some handle, so just giving you another layer to his game.
Allen can't get it to go. Portland leading by 6. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
For Cleveland, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
He tries for 3. And there's Ayton on the assist by Simons. Ayton's got 9.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Hunters checked in for the Cavs. Okoro comes in for Strus. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Trailblazers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Klingon, he's checked in for Portland.
Pretty interesting adjustment from Garland on that attempt.
And Graham, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And here's Grant from the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
The fast break opportunity isn't wasted on Mitchell. His quickness, a big part of his success.
Henderson for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. 3-point lead, 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Henderson. To the paint. Here's Klingon. Man, the 6-footer is good.
At 7'2", Klingon is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
Hunter, a screen on Thibault. The 3 from Mitchell. Sinks it from distance. Mitchell's got 11.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for the Portland Trail. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Isaac Okoro is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Ty Jerome, then there's Mobley, and it's Green in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Hunter with the ball. Henderson picks him up. Green for 3. Thibault with the board.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Outside for Grant. Pass to Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Grant. Takes a 3. Here's Klingon. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And the size of Klingon alone makes him a tough cover.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Klingon tries again. Tries yet again. And finally, they hit one. Klingon's got his second basket on the night.
And a high-effort play from Klingon, using his power to overcome the interior defense.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Jerome. Cleveland again missing. Portland leading. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And Okoro gets it to go.
Okoro finding a way to just keep himself involved in what they're doing offensively.
The Trailblazers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. And stolen by Mobley. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. There's the triple. And there's Okoro. That one's good. And the assist by Mobley. Portland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Henderson misses. Cleveland has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And here's Hunter from the arc. Grant with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Williams in the post. Mobley's on him. Williams' shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. The Cavaliers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Jerome passes to Strus. Okoro on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Mobley, a screen on Henderson. Here's Okoro. Williams grabs the board. It's picked off. Okoro passes to Strus. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Well, the Trailblazers shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Klingon. Back to Grant. Here's Henderson. It's stolen by Hunter. Outside Strus. Jacks up a three. Gets the 3 ball to go. Strus has got his first 3 points of the game.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Jerome. The 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. A different look for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Okoro. And Darius Garland subbed in for Jerome. Shot clock at 6. Hunter with the ball. Abdia picks him up. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebounded by Kamari. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. 3 ball! Donovan Mitchell!
Defensively, you know Mitchell wants to get to the rim. You play it that way, then he pulls the string on you.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's Simons with a 3. Here's Ayton. Misses off the left iron. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Garland. Let's go with a 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And it's a 6-point Cleveland lead. Here's the pick. There's Simons with a 3. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Monster buzzer beater. Helps carve into that deficit. It's anyone's game now.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. We've got Abdia, Shaedon Sharpe out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamari in at the 3, the small forward. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. There's the 3. Strus's shot is off.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Strus against Ayton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ayton's got 17.
Now, it's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Outside Mitchell. Five on the clock. And he lobs it up. Avdia with a steal. Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Ayton. And it's all tied up. Ayton's got 19 points.
The classic big man rim run as Ayton just gets out in the open floor.
Mobley, a screen on Simons. Garland for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
For the lead. And it's good on the layup. Ayton's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Mitchell finds Strus. He can't get it to go.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Well, Anthony Simons has credited Damian Lillard for helping him with his development.
Man, B.A., can you imagine every day on the opposite end of Damian Lillard as a young player in this league? Anthony Simons willing to listen and willing to learn. You see how far his game has come when the reins have been handed over to him. And that size and versatility make Jared Allen so hard to defend.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Allen a screen.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Strus. The three is up. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside Sharp. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 6 to shoot. Here's Ayton. The layup off target.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Shaedon Sharp. That's his first foul of the game. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Scoot Henderson comes in for Simons. The three from Mitchell hits the trifecta. Mitchell's got 17 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Henderson. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Ayton. And the bucket is good. Ayton's got 27.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Garland, no good. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Got a piece of it. It's a one-on-one situation. Beyond the arc. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Well, Garland seeing the open court in front of him after the steal and off to the races.
Henderson against Garland. Now here's Ayton. Defense is right there. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. The three from Mitchell. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. What a performance for Darius Garland. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Ty Jerome is out there with Darius Garland. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Wade in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And stolen by Williams. Henderson outside. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Here's Wade. To the middle. Strus the pass to Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Okiki's checked in for Wade. Knocked away. And they turn it over. The shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Blazers trail by 3. Henderson for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Oh, good 3-ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Grant. Inside. Here's Klingon. shoots over Thompson. A nice shot by Klingon. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And how about Klingon? Great players have the ability to score against great defense.
Hunter up top. No one near him. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Williams passes to Thibault. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Over Hunter. Williams misses.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Garland, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Thibault. And a miss there on the triple.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
And Garland with a basket on the assist by Hunter. Now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And Garland stepping up to knock one down.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Grant outside. For 3, Klingon. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Launches a 3. They get it again. Thompson passes to Garland. Pass to Strus. This one for 3. Portland with a rebound. Now the Blazers moving it up. Henderson left side. Back to Thibault. The 3-ball. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Outside Garland. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Here's Klingon, defended by Thompson. Ooh, poked away. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. From deep, Strus. Can't hit that one.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Outside Strus. Pass to Hunter. From downtown. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game? Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hunter. Out to Garland. For 3. And connects from downtown.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have
go of it. Both desperate for a win in this one.
And you better believe they know that's the case. They both saw this game on the schedule and said, yep, this is the game where we can turn it around.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Anthony Simons out there with Sharp. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at small forward. Here's Kamare. A three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Morant for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Sharp on the wing. They get it back. Avdia, the pass to Sharp. The three. And he's good on the three ball.
Hey, nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Morant kicks to Bain. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
After earning the #2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Sharp. Here's Ayton, and he banks in the layup. Ayton's got his second basket.
Just a strong sequence there from DeAndre Ayton.
Morant looking around. Off target with his three. Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Ayton. A kick out to Simons. Here's the three. Edey with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. A kick out to Bain. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Wells. Misses the three. For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Morant with it, and Simons picks him up defensively.
So difficult to shoot over, and Ayton proving it with that projection.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And John Morant with the three.
The competitive fire of Morant matching the three on the other end.
Simons against Morant. Lets it go. And it's Simons missing.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA. Confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Now Sharp following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. Grant, that's good.
Nice vision from the youngster Sharp that time.
Memphis trailing here. Morant reaches to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Sharp on the wing. Fires the three. Aldama with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Three-pointer, Simons. Drills the three-pointer. Simons has got 6 points. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Fires for three. And again, it's Portland with the three.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to Bain. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Abia, the bucket on the assist by Simon.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Morant. Payne for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Grant. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Henderson. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 3. Klingon with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Kamare, defended by Aldama. Clark with a wide open look. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
To the left wing. Thybulle on the wing. The three-pointer, no good. Klingon with the steal. Over Clark. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Portland leading. Henderson for 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Pippen, the pass to Aldama. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Aldama's got 5 points so far. Henderson against Pippen. Kicks it out to Grant. Henderson looking it over. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Wells comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. Robert Williams is checked in for Portland. A nice shot by Klingon.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
For 3, Pippen. Rebound by Williams. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Thybulle finds Grant. Back to Thybulle. Shoots over Pippen. Thybulle can't get it to go.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Now Williams. After the missed 3 from Desmond Bain. Grant gets a wide open look. Here's Klingon. Pass to Thybulle. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And how about the awareness by Klingon, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Pippen with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Here's Pippen, following the basket by Robert Williams. Williams with the block.
Yeah, the reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Grant with the ball. Now defended by Bain. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And now here's Pippen with the fast break chance. And there's Bain. That's good on on the assist by Pippen. Baines got 12 points in the game. For three, Henderson scored the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Jackson in the corner. Wide open. Offensive rebound. Clark kicks to Wells. Open for three. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Grant, that's good.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
Pippen down low. Henderson defending. Bangs on the trifecta. Wells has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Henderson. Pass to Thibault. Fires from deep. And again, it's Portland with the three.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Pippen kicks to Wells. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 4 assists now tonight.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Trailblazers lead by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And get ready for the fan courtside. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And Morant gets it to go.
Unstoppable full court play. Morant just explodes off the steal and delivers it straight to the bucket.
Memphis trailing here. Pass to Edey. Payne for 3. Outside Jackson for the lead. Sinks the triple. Wells has got his 3rd basket of the night.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's Edey.
Exceptional defense from Ayton. I love seeing him challenge shots like this.
Bane passes to Morant. Back to Bane from past the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Edey. The Grizzlies with another miss. Right side, Simon. Offline with his 3. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Wells in the corner. Pass to Morant. Trains it from beyond the arc. Morant's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid. But when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
And they'll get another chance. Avdia, the pass to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Simons. Portland needs to get off a shot. From downtown, Morant with some nice D.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Fires away from way outside. Portland no good that time either. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Wells in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Wells has got 12 points in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Wells passes to Jackson. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Avdia. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Scoot Henderson comes in for Anthony Simons. Pass to Edey. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Grant. Trailblazers trail by 3. Ayton wide open. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Drills it from outside. 8 points for him.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
Pass to Jackson. Morant outside. Back to Jackson. Shoots. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Hard work pays off for Jackson with the bucket. He makes the effort to be a reliable scoring option for his team.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Morant outside. Pass to Aldama. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
The points coming in. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. On the floor for Portland. Clingan is out there with Rob Williams. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then it's Henderson. And it's Benton in at the shooting guard position. It's Henderson on the wing. Offensive rebound. Grant for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wells with it. Now Henderson defending. The shot by Wells, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Grant for 3. A second chance effort. Offensive rebound. Out to Henderson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Portland making a change here. Rupert's checked in.
Into the lineup for the Trailblazers.
Here's Pippen. Shoots the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Clingan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Grant surveying the D. Pass to Rupert. Misses the 3. Memphis leading by 6. Payne for 3. That won't go. He's failed to score in 6 of his 11 tries from the field. Henderson against Pippen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And he's got such a high basketball IQ for a young player. Henderson already has plenty of tricks up his sleeve.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. And he nails the 3rd.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Wells in the corner. Pass to Edey. Hits the three-point bomb. Edey's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
And finally, someone scored.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Henderson inside the three-point line. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's Morant in for Pippen.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Pass to Wells. Jackson with it. Now Wells. Memphis moving that ball around. Shot clock at 6. All alone. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Outside, Avdia. Morant with it. And Simons picks him up defensively. A shot by Wells. No good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Pass to Kamare. Back to Simons. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Portland.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority. And he's hurt them all game long. With that shot, it makes no sense.
Here's Ayton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Bang, way outside. And again, Memphis no good.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Simons from outside. Nailed from three-point land.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Pass to Edey. On the wing, Bain. Defended by Sharp. Now, here's Morant for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Sharp with it. Guarded by Bain. From the arc. And it's Sharp missing. The Grizzlies have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
The transition 3. It's part of the new NBA. And when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Pass to Simons. 3-pointer. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Buries it from 3-point range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Now Morant. To the left side wing.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. 3-pointer is a must.
Simons from outside. Misses the 3. Outside Jackson. Jacks up a 3. Off target with that shot. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. 1-8. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it.
lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. And it's Allen in at the 5. Mitchell misses.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And the basket by Bain.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
From deep, Mitchell drops in the 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Now here's Jackson. Misses the 3. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Strus. And here's Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Mobley hits a 3-pointer.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look for him.
Morant. Wells, the pass to Morant. The 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Cleveland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. For 3, Allen, the rebound by Edey. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Morant. Mobley against Jackson. Pass to Morant. Here's Wells. Jackson with a screen on Strus. And again, it's Memphis missing. Mitchell with the ball, guarded by Morant. Mitchell against Morant. Outside Strus. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Up top, Bain. Pass to Jackson. Bain with a screen on Mobley. Jackson gets the bucket.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Now here's Garland. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out to the right wing. Edey for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. The Cavs trailing. From deep, Mobley. Memphis with a rebound. To the right side. 3-pointer. Wells misses. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. He puts up a 3. The rebound by Edey. 35 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Wells. Here's Jackson. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Mobley with it. Jackson in his pocket. Allen, the pass to Mitchell. The 3 is up. Cleveland again missing. Outside Morant. Jackson for three. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
What a huge shot to beat.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Setting the floor for the Cavaliers. Ty Jerome is out there with Javonte Green. Then there's Okoro, then it's Evan Mobley, and it's Hunter in at the power forward position. Cleveland's shooting just 42% so far in the game. Back to Okoro. Strus, he's checked in for Green.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Kennard against Strus. Outside Hunter. 5 to shoot. Strus with a screen on Jackson. Here's Hunter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. And it's all from three-point range. Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Okoro from the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions.
And he dunks it down.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope. Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Wells, guarded by Okoro. Here's Wells, three-pointer. Count it, 2 for 4 from the field now.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
The 3 from Okoro. Hunter passes to Okoro. Hunter the screen. Second shot opportunity. Okoro, no good. Grizzlies lead by 7. Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills there.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. And stolen by Clark. Kennard outside. Lets it go from deep. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Back to Jerome. Will it go? Nails it from beyond the arc.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Kennard can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Back to Strus from behind the arc. Fires in the triple. Strus has got 6.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Kennard passes to Wells. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Mobley has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. They trail by 7. Drills it from deep.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Jackson with a screen on Strus. Nice shot by Kennard.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The steal. Pass to Wells. Jackson with it. Covered by Mobley. Kennard passes to Pippen. Back to Kennard. Here's Pippen. Kennard outside. And so it's Memphis closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, it's been quite a game for Luke Kennard.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the three. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. On the wing, Mitchell, guarded by Payne. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
On the wing, Strus. He's got 9. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Over Edey. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. There's a screen. The 3 from Payne. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Morant with it, now guarded by Mobley. From deep, Payne. Strus grabs the miss.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Mitchell. From outside the arc. Right side, Garland. Allen on the wing. Still no points. Can't hit from the corner. Memphis leading by 7. On the wing, Payne. From deep. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Fires from deep. Wells misses. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Morant, the pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Wells. Puts up a 3.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
And again, Memphis no good. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. Cleared away by Wells. Grizzlies lead by 7. The dive for the ball. Payne from deep 3-point land. And another miss by Memphis.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
And Mobley throws it down.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. Beyond the arc. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Garland. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And now just a three-point Grizzly lead.
Not only is Garland's jump shot silky smooth, it's also effective.
Edey for three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Strus has got his fourth rebound in this one. For three, Allen. And it's Bane with the rebound. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Jackson finds Bane. There's a screen. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Pippen. Cranes the triple. Pippen's got 6. Here's Jerome. Okoro, right side. Takes a three. And no good. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 6. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop it.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Tristan Thompson is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Darius Garland. Then it's Ty Jerome. And it's Strus in at the 3 slot. Strus the pass to Jerome. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Outside Bane. Takes the 3. The rebound by Garland. The Cavaliers trail by 7. And here's Strus outside. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Now here's Garland. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Bane launches it. Hunter with the rebound. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. From deep, Strus. Offensive rebound. Out to Garland. Fires from deep. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback. But let's see how much they have left in the tank. Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Garland finds Strus. Back to Garland. Hunter on the wing. Right side Strus. And there's the screen. Fires it from 18. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Outside Bain. Here's Pippen. The three-pointer off the mark. Cleveland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Strus the pass to Thompson. Outside Hunter. Outside Garland. To take the lead. That one is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Aldama. Gets the 3 ball to go. Aldama's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Garland for 3. Aldama grabs the board.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Fires the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Hunter with the ball, and it's Aldama picking him up. No good on the 3.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Morant in for Pippen. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. Here we go, all alone. Morant caps off the break.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Cleveland again missing.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Mitchell. The Grizzlies pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
The 3 from Bain. The rebound by Allen. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. No good again that time. The 3 from Bain. The putback. And stolen by Jackson. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this